is officially the People's Republic of China. It is a unitary sovereign state in East Asia, with a population of over 1.381 billion. It is the world's most populous country. The state is governed by the Communist Party of China, based in the capital of Beijing.
Economic growth in the mid-1980s, it also faced an accompanying downside, a widening income gap. Today, even while the economic slows, income inequality remains high in China. The wealthy continue to grow, richer while lower income households fare only somewhat better than before. China has one of the world's highest levels of income inequality, with the richest 1% of households owning the third of country wealth. China Gini coefficient for income, a widely used measure of inequality, was 0.49 in 2012. According to the report, the World Bank considers a coefficient above 0.40 to represent severe income inequality. Government transfer play a role in redistribution income from urban to rural households, but so far they have made a relatively modest contribution to reducing the income gap. Notwithstanding policy initiatives over the past decade, for both urban and rural households, net government transfer, which include income from welfare payment and pension, less income tax, and social security contribution, make up almost 1/5 of disposable income. Even so, the income differential between urban and rural households is such that there is still a large disparity in the level of net transfer. In recent years, on the per capita basis, urban households have received more than 2.5 times the amount in net transfer than rural households. As a result, the ratio of average urban to rural household income is not much changed after accounting for net government transfer payment.
The most government revenue comes from charge taxation. The China government revenue has announced a policy to deploy a new system of taxation occur. It's used to value addition tax to replace the business tax. By that value addition tax will help reduce the tax burden of the business sector. Business can use cost of fuel and requirement, whereas to allowance and exemption after reduction of expenses. The China government is goal to help the tax burden of business by transfer tax burden to consumer, called forward shifting of the tax, lead to efficiency loss ratio in the market. It may have negative impact on consumer spending, has been more price plus taxation to increase. This show was last updated on December of 2016.
This is China government spending from 2011 to 2015. As you can see, the trend is increasing every year. Government spending refers to public expenditure on goods and services and is a major component of the GDP. Government spending policy like setting up budget targets, adjusting taxation, increasing public expenditure and public works are very effective tools in economic growth. From this chart, there are some broad spending categories with education, which is 2.3 trillion yuan, social security and employment 1.4 trillion yuan, agricultural, forestry and water, which is 1.3 trillion yuan, general public service, urban and rural society, transportation, healthcare, public security and national defense all ranking in the top 10 funding area. The largest category shown above, labeled other, contains smaller items including interest payment on debt, commodity reserves, foreign affairs and public housing. The decentralized nature of government in China mirrors the picture, with the majority of spending administered by provincial and local governments.
So now we look at the public good of China. China government have a budget about 3.3 trillion yuan and they spend for public good like this. You can see that the percentage of education is the most. Education in China is a state-run system of public education run by the Ministry of Education. But government spend more budget as Shanghai and Hong Kong are popular districts. But countryside, the education still need more development. Cause many districts have a lower education when compared with Thailand. That's why we can see many of Chinese students in Thailand. You know, land in China is a public good. Why? Because after China have the big change, government take out of the land and make it is the public good. That take care by government. That's why China have a fast developing in physical like by road, bicycle lanes, sidewalk. And big news from this year, China elevated bus. It is the one of public good that drive both the traffic jam and they can carry about 300 people, and some countries like Brazil, France, India and Indonesia was interested in this idea too. In healthcare, China government have spent 50 yuan per person. Maybe we can call 50 yuan healthcare, like 30 baht healthcare in Thailand, but they have budget for each year around 20,000 yuan per person. Aging society. They already plan for aging society problem. After one-child policy, China have increased in aging rate, but China government start the project that take care aging people in healthcare, activity, society, welfare, education, and residence. All of this provided by government.
In the late 1970s, the Chinese government introduced a number of measures to reduce the country's birth rate and slow the population growth rate. The most important of the new measures was a one-child policy. In 1950, the rate of population change in China was 1.9% each year. The one-child policy established in 1979 meant that each couple was allowed just one child. Benefits include increased access to education for all, plus childcare and healthcare offered to families that follow this rule. Problems with enforcing the policy. Those who had more than one child didn't receive these benefits and were fined. The policy was keenly resisted in rural areas where it was traditional to have large families. In urban areas, the policy has been enforced strictly, but remote rural areas have been harder to control. Impact of the policy. The birth rate in China has fallen since 1979, and the rate of population growth is now 0.7%. As a result, the gender balance of the Chinese population has become distorted. Today, it is thought that men outnumber women by more than 60 million.